What's up, Club 100? First, I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I would assume most of the women in our group are mothers, so enjoy your day. I just wanted to give you guys a lesson that I used to teach to my sales reps. For some of you guys that don't know my whole backstory, but I've been in business since 2002. I haven't had a job since 2001, and one of the first businesses I had was running a sales force, and we sold smoke detectors and fire extinguishers. Now, let me ask you a question, guys, and I don't know why this makes me look like I have a black eye. But anyways, so why is it that why do you guys think that or the product that you sell current, the service you sell currently, is it more exciting than fire extinguishers? Raise your hand. And obviously, everybody watching this video, their live replay should be like, I'm selling something way more exciting than a fire extinguishers and smoke detectors. But I was able to take that business to a couple $1 million for another corporation. Then I ended up starting my own. But one of the things that we always do is every time when we would recruit people, they would go out and make their first kind of sales for over the weekend. Most of them would fail completely. Then they would hit us up they would meet us on Monday and Tuesday would be their first meeting, and I would teach them this thing that I'm about to teach you guys right now. And we'd always say there's always only two reasons why somebody doesn't buy from you. Either they don't trust you or you didn't give enough reason to buy now. So let's first talk about the trust issue. At any time during the presentation, during your sales speech, spiel, however you guys call it, if at any time this person feels like you might be blowing smoke up their butt or you're not really confident in what you're selling, they can tell that even you believe that your price is a little set too high, or whatever the reason, that you break trust. Or sometimes it's not that they don't trust you, they don't trust the organization or the company that you're part of, right? That's also a possibility. But one thing I know for a fact that one of the two reasons why somebody does not buy from you is because they don't trust what you're saying. They don't trust that the product and service is going to do exactly what you say it's going to do. And there's something there that during that time of just speaking with them, they broke trust. And a lot of times it has to do with like if you're in sale, if you're not really the best at sales, you might be a nervous salesperson. You might stutter a lot. You might say a lot. So you kind of like tend to lose them and they start to see that you don't have confidence in what you're saying. See, if you're going to sell anything, here's a great example. The definition of sales, and I say this all the time, and I taught this to salespeople, it's a transfer of a belief from one person to another, okay? Which simply means is that first I got to believe in it in order to get other people to believe in it. So if you are not getting people to buy from you consistently, it's because either they don't trust you, or maybe it's just you just have a lack of belief in what you're doing. So that's going to come across with a lack of trust, right? And for of what I forgot to mention, for all of you guys, one thing is make sure that our event is on the 19th. We only got 15 spots left. It's at BD's Mongolian Stir Fry Grill in downtown Naperville. We have the whole back room called the War Room. So we're only going to allow 20 people in there. One for size, also for the COVID. So if you guys want to be on that list, if you have not seen the event yet, find it, click on it, and say that you're attending so you can be added to the list. All right. If you're going to bring guests, make sure you private message me and I'll add them. So the second reason why somebody doesn't buy from you is because I used to tell my reps, because you suck, your presentation, sales presentation sucked. But it has more to do with than just sucking. That's just the way I used to train people. It has a lot to do with that you are not saying anything to them that got them to have a sense of urgency to buy right now. Meaning, whatever it is that you're selling, because at the end of the day, as entrepreneurs, as business owners, we solve problems. For whatever reason, they did not feel what you're selling or what you're saying is it sold or solved their problem that you tried to diagnose them with, right? So like one of the things when I ran a sales crew and we sold fire extinguishers, one of the things that we would do is we would they had like this little survey. They would go around the house and check everything and kind of educate a person on safety, fire safety, etc. Then they would mark off and I would teach them use a red pen. And then at the end, they would go over everything that this person has a problem with and then telling them what package they need, right? See, for some people that do sales presentations, they don't do that. Most of your job is to first get them to first is get a report, but then second is diagnose them with the problem. Let them know and show them they have a problem, and then at the end, obviously, show them the solution to that problem, right? But either two things are missing: either you didn't sell the problem hard enough, where they finally seen it and said, you know what, I might need help with that, or your solution didn't seem as a need; it seemed more as a want, something that they don't really that they could go without. And that usually has a lot to do with your presentation sucking, has a lot to do with how you're during the presentation, what words you're saying, what kind of language that you're using, because your job is to first show them they have a problem. Once you got them convinced of that, now you're supposed to show them, now here's how I'm going to solve your problem, right? Unfortunately, for most business owners or more sales reps and business owners, they don't do that. They talk about everything else but that. They don't ever help the person figure out that they have a problem. And the second thing is they never even do. They never show them a solution, or even at least not sell it to them in a way that says that if they don't do this now, then they're going to have a problem later, right? So, like for anybody that does sales services or goes to homes, I mean, most people, most companies give away a free consultation or a free, walkthrough, whatever you guys call it, something to just diagnose them and see if they even have a problem. So, like for me, when it comes to Facebook ads, how I usually diagnose the problem is that it's not that it's not that if you don't go without Facebook ads, your life's over. But I show you all the things that you're currently doing outside of Facebook ads and how much time you're consuming, how much opportunity you're missing, how you're competing with so many people, you're wasting so much time. So like for me, when I sell people on Facebook advertising, I'm really saying your problem is that you're doing all these things to get clients, to get leads, running around, chasing people, when you can create an ad that will bring the people to you, so you no longer have to chase the customer, and you can literally have them come to you because they're raising their hand. The ads got them to reach out to you instead of the other way around, where you're reaching out to everybody trying to show them they have the problem and you have the solution to the problem they have, right? So let's just do a recap. Back to the basics of sales. There's only two reasons why someone doesn't buy from you. Either they don't trust you or trust what you're saying or trust your solution is valid, or it's the way you presented it to them. You didn't give them any sense of urgency. You didn't really get them to see that you have something that's valuable to them, that they need it now, and you didn't give them no reason to buy now. You kind of did a wishy-washy presentation and you let them walk away with still having the same problem. That's one of the things I would say to all my sales reps when they fill out the survey. I would say, hey, if you leave the home and you don't make a sale, who wins? And the answer is nobody, because they still have the problem that you diagnosed them with, and they don't have the solution that you were supposed to sell them. So then what was the point? And since one of the funny things I would do, since we did fire safety presentations, a lot of times the reps, when they were weak, they would sell pepper spray. So they'd come back with a pepper spray sale. I said, I didn't know you guys were pepper spray sale consultants. I thought you guys were fire safety consultants. And I would always give them a hard time. Hey, you made a sale, but did you even talk to them about the safety needs and what's going to happen in the event they have a fire? Obviously not. So hopefully you guys learned from this video. Comment below. Let me know if you're live or replay, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys on May 19th in downtown Naperville at BD's Mongolian Stir Fry Grill. We only have 20 spots. We got 15 left. So if you want to be one of the people on that group and that list and hang with us in the warm and talk about business, then make sure you guys find our event and click that you are attending. Talk to y'all later.